Hi guys, this is Igor from Vinous River Wine Merchant, and today I'm going to discuss the exciting wines in the February Club selection. So we're going to have first the Adventurous Club, 2 whites, 2 reds, and then we'll move on to the High Society Club, which is the 2 red wines. So let's begin. Here are all the 6 wines that we're going to be discussing today. Alright, so let's start first from Peking Winery. So they're based in Friuli region. This is northeast Italy. So the great part about this region is that on the north side, Friuli is covered by the Alps, and on the south is the Adriatic Sea. So you kind of have the refreshing wines, and the region is really known for beautiful white wines, like this Sauvignon Blanc. So you don't really see that much wines in distribution from this region. But because of the elements, like I said, the Alps and the water, kind of the elements combining, the wines are really refreshing and really mineral. And I think the Sauv Blanc is a great example of that. So if you're in the White Wine Club selections, you get this wine. And the other wine you'll get is, if we move to northwest Italy, now we're talking about Piedmont. So within Piedmont, there's a small sub-region called Gavi. And Gavi, everything in Gavi is made from the Cortese grape. Which is another great mineral-based grape, high altitude. Once again, when I was tasting this wine, man, mouth-watering is like the best descriptor to describe this wine. You really wanted another sip because just the minerality just kind of like makes you salivate. So it's like very exciting on that end. And one of the things about Cortese grape, it's a grape that before used to kind of be made in bulk, and there weren't many interesting examples of it. In fact, this is the first Cortese that I've brought in the shop since I opened the shop. But now there's like excellent wines made from this grape, and it's one of the things that you can age this grape for a long time. I think easily could go 5-6 years. Unlike Sauvignon Blancs, sometimes Sauvignon Blancs go maybe 3-4 years. But Cortese grapes could definitely go 7-8 year distance. So these are the 2 wines in the White Wine Club. Alright, and Gavi would be in the Mixed Club selections. The other wine in the Mixed Club selection is this another high elevation Garnacha. So this comes from the newly designated designation of origin, which is the same thing as appellation, only that's why they call it in Spain. So it's called Cebreros. And it's based in the Sagredos Mountains. So the Sagredos mountain chain is west of Madrid, and this is high elevation Garnacha. We're talking about over 1,000 feet of elevation. That's kind of the starting point. Another thing it's known for, they actually call it the Garnacha belt, because you have a lot of Garnacha and a lot of old vine Garnacha. So about over 50% of the vines are between 60 to 90 years old. And in fact, a lot of the vines that go into this cuvee are over 100 years old. So it's really old, old vines, which is always exciting because the older the vine, the less production of grapes it makes, but more concentrated grapes, which makes the wines more kind of exciting and more complex. And it's called Vineros del Yorco, which is made kind of by 3 musketeers, these French winemakers who have their own separate outfits, but they decided to make old vine Garnacha in this newly created winery. And one of the winemakers is like a superstar winemaker, Raul Perez. I've had other of his wines. He makes great Mencias, but here he's concentrating on Garnacha. And I remember when I was tasting this wine, once again, it's dominated by red fruit, and it's got this beautiful, refreshing herbal note to finish the wine. So I thought it was very exciting. All right, so these 2 are in the Mixed Club. All right, the other wine that would be in the Red Club, along with the Garnacha, is from Horizon de Bichot. So the Bichot family, they've been making wine going back to the 1200s. They're known as one of the biggest producers / merchants in Burgundy. They're actually based out of Beaune, which is kind of the center of Burgundy wine trade. But this is unusual Pinot because it comes from Limoux, which is a tiny appellation in the Languedoc, southeast France. Limoux is actually known as the birthplace of sparkling wine. Even though Champagne might be the most famous space for sparkling wine, Limoux was actually the birthplace. But this is an unusual Pinot Noir from Limoux. And once again, it's a light bodied wine. Probably you could even serve it chilled. And it's dominated by like red fruit, a lot of refreshing character to it. So I think if you're a Pinot lover, I think you'll enjoy the selections for this month, both in Garnacha, which has got this kind of high elevation Pinot-esque character, and the Pinot from Limoux. Unusual Pinot, but delicious nonetheless. All right, so these are the Adventurous Wine Club selections. All right, let's jump into high society selections. So we got 2 red wines, very exciting wine. Here it's from the Leeuwin estate, which is based in Margaret River. And Margaret River is one of the premier areas in the western part of Australia that specializes in Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, the international varieties. And a lot of wine professionals actually call Margaret River kind of the Napa Valley of Australia. And one other connection to Napa Valley is the plot of land where this wine started, where they started growing grapes. It was discovered, or not discovered. Robert Mondavi helped select that plot of land for the owners of the winery. So there's the Napa connection. And this beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon, which is part of the art series. If you can see the label, it's got beautiful art on it. And every year, the labels have a new design of them created by like local artists. So this is the kind of the premium line from Leeuwin Estate. And this is a beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon, like just dominated by rich, beautiful fruit, and it has great structure, a great Cabernet. And the other is a different Cabernet. Now we're talking about Cabernet Franc from Olga-Rofault out of Chinon. And Chinon is probably synonymous with Cabernet Franc. So Chinon is a village in Loire Valley, and all the red wines, if you say Chinon, it always means Cabernet Franc. And this comes from Les Picasses vineyard, which is considered the most premium site within Chinon region. So you got like a lot of kind of clay over limestone character, which gives richness to the wine. So it's like a lot of dark cherries on this cassis, and it really finishes with this great mineral note. Minerality is kind of the theme of the wines today. So beautiful wine from Chinon. So we got Cabernet Sauvignon, we got a Cabernet Franc. We have the two Cabernet relatives. Exciting wines for the High Society Club. So if you guys want to know more about these wines, I'll list them in the YouTube video. But go to the website. I have all the reviews. All of them get high reviews. You can read up more about these wines. And if you guys are not in the wine club, no better time to join than now. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.